Hi, everyone. Welcome to Conversations with ZC, the Educator. And right now, I have three lovely young ladies who are our future women in tech. I'm about to interview them to talk about their journeys in the technology field. And also, this is to encourage other women and young girls to get into the technology field as well. And I'm sorry because we got cut off on our last podcast, so we're gonna continue on with the conversation. And it's funny because I can't even remember where we stopped off at, but we should be able to start somewhere there. But first, let's do a testing. Testing 1 2 1 2. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a
Yeah.
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 Yeah, great. Avani, can I hear you?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay, great. So we're back at it, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
I am really trying to get you guys that link. That's what I was really trying to do right then and there. Can anybody remember the last question, or do I have to?
It was
You were asking us about what what got us to be like, oh, I want to do this job. For STEM technology. I think.
Okay. So did anybody? Nobody got to answer us. So if you all would like to start, go ahead. Okay, let me remind the people what I asked. So I asked, basically, you all said you started younger, knowing that you wanted to be in technology, but what was the big it, or shall I say aha moment that said, "Hey, this is what got me into wanting to go into this field."
Um, for me, I feel like was when I was like in like middle school, I think like seventh grade, I was in my school's robotics team, and that was a nice experience. But I feel like in that like space in my school, there were like accountable amount of girls specifically, and the room was like majority guys, and I really didn't like that. And the way that I was like the way like I feel like I the way they would speak to me and the way that I was like they were like, "Oh, it's okay. You like we can take care of that." Like I really did not like that. So it's been more of like a it started with out of spite for career wise, but now like as I've been doing it, like I really am like it's like something I'm really passionate about.
Okay, Trinity.
Oh, um, I would say to what Sahana said, that was I agree with that. I feel like I experienced that in my middle school when I did Ends of Fusion. We don't have a robotics team necessarily, but in all the opportunities where we could be connected to STEM at my school, it never really felt like I never felt like, hey, let's get you into this. Like, let's help you achieve your dream. Like, for me specifically, it kind of, because it was mostly always guys there. Or when I was working with the people in my group who were majority guys, they would always kind of mansplain things to me, kind of make it seem like I didn't know what we were talking about or what we were doing.
Hold
But yeah,
up. That term right there, mansplain.
yeah.
Can you define that for us that might not understand that term?
It's like it's like when you're trying to talk to a man, you're asking him a simple question, and then he kind of goes in circles trying to explain it from zero, step one, as if you don't know what you're talking about at all. You might ask what type of tire to get, and he'll go through explaining the history of tires. You think you never heard of it before in your whole life. You know.
Oh wow. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so Avani.
I had a different experience. Like my middle school didn't really have anything STEM related. Like there wasn't a robotics team or anything. But I
Mhm.
started earlier in elementary school because my local library had workshops for coding and Scratch, and like that's when I really started spending all my time doing that.
Okay, okay. So what was the aha moment for you that said, "Hey, I need to be a part of this. I see myself actually doing this and being great at it."
I think it was just like I really fell in love with just using Scratch, and then then I started doing tech girl workshops ever since like that love just stemmed. So that was my aha moment. It wasn't like really just one moment. It was like a period of time I just realized this is what I want to do.
Okay, great. So, won't you tell me specifically what part of technology do you want to go in? And you can go ahead and start, Avani.
Um, before the like big boom of AI, I really thought I just wanted to do normal programming. But ever since AI, I realized like that job is going to be a lot more limited in the future. Like AI is going to be able to program a lot better than I can. So since middle school, I've been more so looking towards AI rather than just normal programming.
Okay. How about you, Sahana?
I knew I wanted to do like engineering, um, specifically, and like more like into that probably electrical or computer engineering because I recently that was more of a recent like interest because I like started working with circuits and I really enjoyed like putting stuff together and figuring out how you know like things that we use like every day like how they work and things like that.
Okay. How about you, Trinity?
I wanted to be a mechanical engineer, kind of for like the similar reasons I stated earlier. I just like for as long as I can remember, I just always like building things and coming up with solutions for different problems. I think I want to get a degree in mechanical engineering, but like actually fine tune it to do like robotics engineering. So,
Okay. Is there one person that inspired you to want to go into this field?
for me, that would be Ayana Howard. She
Okay.
inspired me to be a mechanical engineer.
And who is she?
So she's like a roboticist. I think she might have a degree in engineering. I'm actually robotics engineering. I'm actually not sure, but like, she was like one of the first like, or one of the more earlier Black female robotic engineers. She grew up like when she was going through college, when she was going through high school. She faced like some of the similar challenges of like more like sexism, kind of like in the STEM field, you know.
Hmm.
And then once she was actually able to get her job, right now she's like she teaches at Ohio State, but she has her own business called like Zy Robotics, and they make products for like special needs or kids who need have disabilities or like cerebral palsy, and they make toys for them that they can use to help them with their life, stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How about you, Avani?
I would say probably just my dad. Like he's very into. He's like he has a job in IT and tech, and just I've been going to work with him since I was young. So seeing that environment and like him pushing me into tech a little bit and me finding that passion, that's he's inspired me the most.
Okay. How about you, Sahana?
For me, it's kind of my mom because she kind of like when I was like younger, she'd like say like I want you to have like more opportunities than I had when I was younger, and she wanted me to do something like unique and obviously not going off the basis like I'm doing what she wants me to do, but it really like inspired me to want like to do something that's something that people don't expect me to do. So yeah.
Cool. Cool. So, Sahana, let me ask this. With that being the case, is there anyone in particular within the technology field that you would love to work with? And what would that project be that you would like to work on with that person?
Like a specific person?
Hmm.
Um, there's no like name that comes to mind, but like any company that works like some like that develop things that people don't like just realize. Like for example, like everyone they're like the phone like is like the main example. Like people just like use it every day without thinking about okay, like there's so many things that it does and like there's so many things that it's just really crazy that how like it does like in like 3 seconds you can get in contact with someone who's like across like the entire planet. So like it's just like we're working with companies that are able to develop and manufacture those types of technology for everyday use.
Okay. How about you, Avani? Is there
Um,
anyone in particular that you know of?
I know he's probably way too famous, but Andrew Ng, I think you guys might have heard of him. He's really big in the tech world, and I think he always knows what the newest thing is gonna be, and I think it'd be like really awesome to work with him.
Okay. Engineering. Okay. How about you, Trinity?
Um, so I have like two things. One,
Mm-hmm.
okay, like it's kind of random, but I know like in the future, I have a friend named Gabe, and he's going to IMS right now, and he's gonna do great things. And when he's an engineer too, I want to work with him on something, because then we're gonna be power team. But then also, I also feel like, uh, I guess working with people, like when I get older, I want to start my own like woman-owned engineering firm. So I feel like that, yeah, yeah. But yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool, cool. And actually that's what I was going to ask you guys. What are your future goals? Like, what colleges are you looking to go to that's going to fit the needs of what you want to be? Go
Um,
ahead.
I'm like I'm a senior right now, so like I've been really thinking about that a lot recently, and definitely like since like we're here in Illinois, like UIUC is a really like big engineering college, and they have a lot of big companies like Boeing and Nvidia come and like recruit from there, and I feel like that's something like I really want to get a degree in electrical and maybe even like hopefully pursue like graduate studies as well. So having like going to a college that has those like connections with those companies is like really valuable for the work experience, I think too.
Okay. Cool. How about you, Avani?
I feel like I'm more all over the place because I'm a rising junior. I haven't really narrowed down my options as much as Sahana, but again, UIUC is probably number one. It's close to home, and they're really good with tech. Their tech program is really good, and then also California has really good tech and AI programs like UC Berkeley. But also NYU has always been my number one. So I love New York as a city.
Cool. How about you, Trinity?
Right now, I want to go to North Carolina A&T. One is HBCU, but it's one of the top engineering HBCUs, and I can do marching band there as well. So that's like my number one right now.
Okay.
My number two probably like Georgia Tech, and my number three is probably NYU. Cause yeah, I always like when I was younger, I used to want to go to NYU. So yeah, try my.
Cool. Cool. So let's go back into where you're at now. Have you guys, well, I want to ask, have you guys worked on any cool projects that can reflect where you're going within the engineering field? And can you tell us about it? Go ahead, Sahana.
Um, recently I made like a weather station, and it's like it just it's able to like record after if you keep it outside, it can record like the humidity, temperature, um, and just and like yeah, like they just like things like that. And I made like an Arduino, and I programmed it, and I also got to solder the um pieces like together, and then I and like the unique thing that people usually don't think about when like someone talks about making a project involving circuits and like Arduino pieces is like especially with it being a weather station, how to keep it safe from environmental like damage. So I also worked on making an enclosure for it. So like using like plastic and tape and things like that. And so yeah, it works. It's just it's a little it's my first like big project, but it works. Yeah.
That's cool. How about you, Trinity?
Uh, at the current moment, at the current moment, I'm developing an app called Impact, and it's gonna be used to like help students like connect and get outreach to different like community service opportunities in the area and internship. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. How about you, Avani?
Recently I haven't been working on as many projects as much, but I am working towards getting my PCED, which is a data analysis certification, because that's really helpful in AI. Because you have to work with data and move data for training and testing. So
Cool. Cool. Ooh, you all are doing big things. Oh, y'all make me want to step my game up. Oh gosh. What's so this question for you guys? What in technology excites you the most?
Definitely, I feel like it being able to say like, wow, like I made that, like, and like again with going with what I was saying earlier, how like I feel like people overlook what technology, like how much it's been implemented into society. Like it's really cool to like, be able to say, yeah, I'm a part of that, and I know what's going on and how things work involving that.
Okay. Vonnie?
I agree with someone. I think it's really cool when someone is like admiring the latest tech and you can chime in and say you know exactly what's going on behind the scenes. And also, like, again, because I'm going into AI, I pay attention to that. But all the new things that you can do, all the new capabilities with AI, and like things you couldn't do back in the 2010s. For example, you can create a website in like 10 minutes now, and I think those are really exciting things.
Ooh, Trinity.
I feel like kind of like what everybody else is saying, like just looking at like the evolution of like how technology is coming, like just like the intricate, like because every single like piece about technology is like a layer. You know what I'm saying? Like every layer is being created. Like even like this iPad that I'm on right now. Like the fact that I could be on call and I can swipe and I can go on the internet, I can go on TikTok, I can talk to my friend. Like it's like there's levels to that. Like and it's like all its own code. Like, you know, like I think that's really cool and interesting. And I feel like it's crazy how like it took like hundreds of years before we got the first computer, but like it only took like maybe less than a decade to get the type of computers that we have right now. So it's like just how fast we're evolving. That's like really interesting. But yeah.
Ooh. So to piggyback off that evolving, and I know Avani with AI, so I'm gonna put this question towards Avani first. Do you all think that AI is harmful to society, or do you think it's and I know I'm gonna get your opinions because you all have used AI a lot and you love AI, but how do you think AI is doing with society? Do you think it's gonna be harmful, or do you think it's gonna be um more helpful as far as with society? Because I know a lot of people are complaining about losing jobs, but as they've stated, if you keep up with technology and if you know about AI, you'll be able to, keep your jobs and sustain more jobs. So what do you think about that, Avani, knowing that you want to work with AI in particular?
I do think it's really hard to give it one label as if it's helping or hurting because it's doing both at the same time. You know, there's a lot of people in my school who use AI for the simplest of tasks, like they don't know how to not use AI in their daily life, and you know that's causing a literacy crisis, an education crisis, and more people just using AI for schoolwork and not actually understanding what they're learning. And again, a lot of people are worried about the environmental effects in AI, but at the same time, I think it's just the fact that AI is harmful for the environment. That statement has been spread out so much and it's kind of been taken out of proportion because the same people who are mad at other people for using AI and reposting videos about how AI is bad, they're doing it on platforms like TikTok, which also have data centers and also are not great for the environment. So it's really hard to say, but I think AI in general can do a lot of help, and I think it's important to educate everyone properly on how it's not just AI that's harmful for the environment.
Cool, cool. Anybody else have anything to add for that?
I mean, yeah, like I agree. Like I feel like people when they like say like, "Oh, it's harmful," or what, well, like regarding in what stance they take it, I feel like the harmful side. I feel like those are the people who are just looking at like social media and just saying something because AI, like it really like you need restrictions on it for people who don't know how to use it. I think it's a matter of who knows how to use AI and who doesn't know how to use AI cuz if you do, there's so many things that you can do with it and using it responsibly can make really big impacts on like in technology and other fields as well. But I feel like for the younger generation, using it for like daily tasks and things that that these people need to know to function is obviously detrimental. But for like technology fields and the workforce, I think it can be really like valuable.
Okay. Trinity, you have anything to add to that?
I agree. I feel like some parts of like AI and like the controversies around it are kind of just like fear mongering because I feel like some humans they kind of just like don't like change. Like that's part of like life. I feel like that's like it with every like new like life changing invention. There's always gonna be people who are like, wait, this is gonna be terrible for the planet. Like we have to stop this now. That's true. I also do feel like there are like real like biological like ecological consequences to using AI in the data sector. Like Avani was saying, like a lot of platforms that we use every day outside of AI are also causing like bad entries of the environment, and we continue to use them as well. I kind of feel like AI has the power to like do a lot of good and like advance our society, but I feel like there should still be like restrictions or like regulations in place to like kind of like keep everything like in check. I don't feel like people should lose their jobs or a lot, but if there's no regulations, then it's gonna happen. Because big corporations they'd rather pay nothing and get the same work than have to pay something and it's not guaranteed that they're gonna get that same level of effort. You know what I'm saying? So
That's true. Okay. Okay. So, guys, let's go back to girls being in tech, women being in tech. Why do you feel like it's important for us to be represented in the tech field?
um I feel like when just taking like the past tense, like all like history, like technology related, it's all just men, like people who like all like those are all the historical figures that that's been taught in schools when people are or when girls are introduced to STEM. So that already like it just starts them out as like okay, like I don't see representation. And when like especially when I feel like it's like so casually said like oh yeah, girls aren't usually interested in this. Like that's not really true. Like anyone can be interested in anything. Like and it's not about if it's hard or easy, it just takes persistence. And I feel like persistence is something that anyone can like develop as a trait. And if you have that, then I think anyone can do something in technology. It's not it's not I feel like it's a stereotype that's just been developed, and that's why it's important for more women to go in because the younger generation needs to see that it's not there is no stereotype because it's just if you're a person who is persistent and is able to do get their work done, then you can do anything in technology.
I like that. Well said. How about you, Avani? How do you feel?
I'm on my executive board of my school's computer science club, and the thing is, there's only 3 girls on the club, and all 3 of them are on executive board because the club needs to look like it has diversity. So I know that there's a certain demographic in the club. It's mostly, guys and guys who like I don't want to offend anyone, but like don't usually like they don't have many social skills. But I
Okay.
want I want to be able to show like yeah you can have a social life and you can be interested in technology because I feel like just from the way I looked or um, just the way I presented myself, sometimes people didn't take me seriously in the club because they would be like, oh, she's not really interested. She's a girl and she goes out. She's not gonna do much in the club. But yeah, I think we need to remove that whole stigma.
Okay. Okay. How about you, Trinity?
I feel like if no one else gonna do it, we ain't gonna do it. Who is? So yeah.
Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh, all right. So, what impact do you guys want to leave in this world? You can take a moment to think about it before you answer it, but just think about what type of impact would you want to
I
leave in the
wanna.
world? Go ahead.
I feel like I wanna be someone's Ayana Howard, like how Ayana Howard is my Ayana Howard. Like I want to be like, dang, like Trinity. I want to be like that. Like she's so inspirational. She's doing good for the community. She has made a real impact in people's lives, and it's something to be proud of. And she does it for her. You know, she does it because it makes her feel good. She doesn't do it to gain anything. You know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. Like, I I don't like it doesn't matter to me if it's like a big audience or like community or small, like just the people around me, but I just want someone else to be like, wow, like she's doing something and I want to feel good about myself. Like, wow, I accomplished this. And that's like, I think that's all that matters. Like, for any field, not just technology, like, you should be happy and satisfied with what you do and what you accomplish.
I agree. I think it's for me. It's not so much people looking at me and like or looking up to me, but it's more so like I'm feeling content and happy and just okay with where I'm at and feeling like I did good for myself.
Okay. Cool. So I want you guys to answer this statement. The future of technology is what because of what? So fill in those whats. The future of technology is what because of what?
Um, I feel like the future of technology is like unexpected. Like you can't really tell because there's so many new people coming in. There's new like AI coming in, and this is something you can't predict anything. Like anything could go. Like what we as like society decide. Like well, the answer to the debate, like is AI good or not? Whatever we like decide in the future, depending on that, that could go somewhere. Or like more women coming in, or more just like in general, like more people coming in too. Like that, you just can't tell.
Okay. Avani?
Well, Solana took mine, so um, I'm gonna say because I'm biased, the future of technology is AI, just because for me, the way I'm looking at things right now, even if um, as a society we come to the consensus that AI is harmful, I don't think it's going to stop the big corporations like OpenAI. I think they're just going to keep going, and I think we instead of being afraid, we should learn. We should like everyone should learn how to not deal with AI, but like you guys get what I'm saying, right? Like we have to learn alongside technology.
Or kind of embrace it more?
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Trinity?
I feel like this is hard. I feel like I want to say I feel like the future is bright, but I don't have a because. And then I feel like I don't know if I necessarily want to say it's uncertain, but I could certainly give a because for that. You know, like I feel like that AI bubble, like everyone's pouring so much money into it. It's like if it goes bad, like it'll just crash down. Like if we like if that project gets abandoned, if they realize they can't bring it to the level that they want it to be at, that'll be really bad. Like not just for the state of technology, but like even the stock markets. You know what I'm saying? But like if it is good, like AI, they're able to invest it. It gets bigger. It'll take over. And what does that look like? Like, is it going to look like when you close your eyes and you see like that fantasy futuretopia world with the flying cars and like how it looked in is that movie called Chicken Little? Like that the Robinsons, Meet the Robinsons. Yeah.
Meet the
Yeah.
Robinsons.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, and I don't know, I'm probably about to date myself now. You all, I don't know if you guys watch the Jetsons, right?
Mhm.
Anybody watch the Jetsons?
I've heard of it. I've never watched it before.
Oh my gosh, y'all watch the Flintstones?
Mm,
The Flintstones was the opposite of the Jetsons. The Jetsons was supposed to be the future. So when we were little, we were watching the Jetsons, and we by this time now it was supposed to be flying cars. We were supposed to have robots as maids and all that stuff. Even though those robots are coming more into fruition right now, we are about to see more robots coming. But I'm still waiting on the flying cars. I really am. I'm ready to go fly and be able to get there in an instance. So I know you all watch those things. Let's see how that comes to part as far as in your future. Because, like I said, we're still waiting on a lot of those things. Now, last but not least, what do you want little girls watching today to remember about this interview or to think about for their futures? If you can get a word of advice, what would you say to them?
I mean, I'd say probably like your like the technology. If you want to do something in STEM, don't. A lot of people
You're
it's
going
like
kind of
it's
in and out, Sahana. You're going kind of in and
oh,
out.
am
Uh,
I back?
you're back.
Okay. Well, I was saying that like if they wanted if like if they decide that if like STEM is something they're even curious about, like a lot of people will say like, "Oh my god, it's the hardest thing ever." Like you're it's gonna be super hard. Like no, that's just not true. Like again, like it's the persistence thing. Like if you're curious and you're able to ignore what others say and just do if continue it if you like it, then that's something you should continue and you should keep that with you forever.
Okay. Avani?
I agree, and I think it's important to tell them that like you don't have to conform to what everyone thinks you're supposed to be like because you're in a certain field. You don't have to fit into that stereotype. Like if you're interested, you're interested, and just pursue it on your own. But then also don't let anyone push you into doing something you don't want to do. Just follow your own passion.
Okay. Trinity?
Honestly, like anything that you want to do, anything that you want to get good at, is gonna be some point. It's gonna be hard, you know. And sometimes you might not even want to do that thing. There might be points you can be like, "Dang, like what am I even doing this for? Like I'm gonna switch out and do something easier." But no, do something that you actually have fun and something that's actually gonna like something that's actually gonna give you like a passion or a purpose. Is gonna be hard in some parts, you know. You just gotta try it at least one time. Figure out what you can do, and if you can, start now and find that like that one skill that you can get really good at. Like that one skill that you can really get at and that wait, what actually happened me really good to say. Trying to remember it. Um oh yeah. Because like I really actually started like learning how to code and stuff just from doing simple things like go to your local library, find a STEM club there, or even like I learned from like going on Roblox Studio and messing with code and models and learning how to code on Roblox Studio, make games. So you can start anywhere. You can start at your own house. It literally just takes you in yeah. yeah.
True, true, true. All right, guys, I want to say thank you, but I do have, if you all have a few more minutes, I know you all, I told you about 6 o'clock, but if you have a few more minutes, I got a quick little game I want to play with you all.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to do it? Y'all sure? Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer this question just with one word, all right? So, Apple or Android? Trinity.
Apple.
Coding or robotics? Sahana.
Robotics.
All right. Elon Musk or Mark Cuban? Avani.
What the heck?
Do you know who those two people are?
I would say Elon Musk.
Oh, interesting. Oh, Sahana, TikTok or YouTube?
TikTok.
Mm. Trinity, Python or Java?
Java.
Okay. Oh, Avani, virtual reality or augmented reality?
Virtual reality.
Okay. Space or ocean? Trinity.
Uh, uh, space.
Morning or night? Avani.
Night.
Mm. Coffee or energy drink? Sahana.
Coffee.
Last but not least, introvert or extrovert? Trinity.
Both.
Oh, both. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys. I want to say thank you for joining the show today. I'm so mad because I was supposed to showcase something really pretty because I like to talk about little things that I find. I have some STEM, women in STEM earrings that I was supposed to wear. I'm probably going to show those the next time, but they are really, really cute. Women in STEM. I found those at Target. So, Target has all the back to school stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's a shameless plug, but they're not paying me nothing. So, hey, X that, but those some cute earrings I have, y'all. All right. Thank you guys for spending your Sunday with me. I want to thank all our people who actually watched our show. And if you have any questions, do you all, and this is up to you all, because I know, do you want anybody to follow you? Do you all do anything on social media representing your technology? If not, we're, no, you know. Nobody. Okay. So when they do start, because I'm gonna really foster that with them, when they start their YouTube channels talking about their technology journeys, we will have that posted for you guys. Thank you guys again. Thank you, Trinity. Thank you, Sahana. Thank you, Avani. I really appreciate you all. I want you guys to enjoy your Sunday. Thank you all for joining our show today. And once again, this is ZC the Educator. Make sure you follow me, tag me. I'm on all social medias. Also, as Caramel the Creative as well. So that's Caramel with a K, Creative with a K. All right. Have a good one and thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye. You all can stay on for a second. I'm about to end the live now. So.